Good morning, church. Deus Vult, infidel. I say Deus Vult, infidel, just in case there are any atheists or unbelievers that are watching this, because this is news and commentary that affects the church and gives a rational explanation of the irrationality of the world and how it affects the church. So there's a story that was on the Federalist.com yesterday that I found fascinating. And you know, years and years ago, the late John Cyril, who is an atheist philosopher from the 20th century, he coined the phrase anti-realism. And I find that very ironic that it really is the Christians now that are the only ones that are adhering to realism, while the rest of the world is falling apart and living in fantasy land. So this article that was on the Federalist.com, and you can find the link to this article at my website at truthbombs.wordpress.com. And this had to do with the custody battle between a mother and a father of a 6-year-old boy. The mother is filing a restraining order against the dad and is going through the legal process of getting full custody of their son. And the reason for this is that when the boy is living with mom, the boy's name is not James, it's Luna, and she dresses him as a girl. When the boy lives with his father, he dresses as a boy, which is his sex at birth, and his name is James. And so his mother is now suing dad because he refuses to accept that the boy is transgender. A 6-year-old boy does not have the ability in order to make a weird decision like that. And I do say weird because it falls under the category of anti-realism. That is mom living in fantasy land. Think about the irrationality of this. If you go to the doctor's office with abdominal pain, the doctor, depending upon your sex, will have to do a pregnancy check on you. Now, if you're a man, if you're born a man with the male equipment, and you go to the doctor's office with abdominal pain, it is ridiculous and absurd that the doctor should have to perform a pregnancy test on you. This is the stupidity of the liberal left. Because now, if a man identifies as a female, the medical profession will eventually one day have to test him for pregnancy and other things that have to do with female health because of this ridiculousness. Now, how do you think medical insurance is going to be affected by that? You think it's going to go up, or you think it's going to go down from this stupidity from the left and the liberal mind? Well, it's going to go up. And we're seeing that legal costs are also going up because of stupid things like this lawsuit from a mom against her father. And all these insurance companies now have to deal with this. And there are insurance companies that help with legal battles as well. This is how it's going to affect you overall. This is anti-realism. It is fantasy land. And we as Christians and we as the church need to stand against this, irregardless of the lawsuits that come out, irregardless of the Christophobic behavior that the left is going to throw at us. And that's exactly what it is. They're afraid of us Christians, and so they're going to want to try to silence us, as they did with the Christian baker out of Colorado. But we have to be able to stand against that. And you can guarantee that there are these liberal, anti-realistic organizations such as Freedom from Religion that will sue the Christians and will sue the church and will be targeting Christian businesses like Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby. We're seeing it all the time today, and it's not going to get any better. What are we going to do about it? Church, what are we going to do about it? We have to do something.